And this is the final matchup today in day 3 of the Quezon City 10-ball open. But before we begin our final match, let's hear a few words from no less than the Mayor of Quezon City, the Honorable Joy Belmonte.
Good day, everyone. I appreciate all of you for being with us here today. Before we commence, I would like to welcome you all to our very first Quezon City 10-ball open. After all the immense challenges that our nation and the rest of the world have faced, our esteemed billiard event is now finally happening. Our country and the sport of billiards have a long-standing relationship. As Filipinos, we have embraced billiards as a part of our culture. So much so that we were able to produce some of the sport's Hall of Famers and legends, from Efren Bata Reyes and Francisco Django Bustamante, to Ronnie Alcano, Dennis Orculio, and other reputable names in the industry. They have given our country an identity and have represented us throughout numerous championships internationally. With this, I personally believe that we have a considerable amount of potential talent out there waiting to be discovered, developed, and set out into the world. Our goal with this auspicious event is to flick our searchlights on to uncover new pool artists and to place Quezon City on the map as the billiard capital of the Philippines and hopefully the world. With the amount of pride that the sport and our talents have given our nation, my support for billiards and especially our players will never cease. Before I end, I would like to give my thanks to the Billiard Managers and Players Association of the Philippines for your willingness to uphold pool in this country. It is with your determination that we are able to team up and create a healthy culture of competition in our community. Thank you as well for cooperating with us in guaranteeing the health and safety of everyone involved. Secondly, I would also like to extend my gratitude to our brave players for taking part and showing their unwavering love for this sport. And lastly, thank you everyone for your steadfast support. It is my deepest desire that Quezon City 10-ball open will not just bring joy and entertainment, but also dignity and honor to us all. And with that, I wish everyone the best of luck. Thank you.
And once again, thank you to Mayor Joy Belmonte for making this possible as well. Final matchup for today, ladies and gentlemen. No stranger to the Sharks table ang ating maglalaban dito. Superman himself, Roberto Gomez, going up against the 15-year-old Bernie Regalario. Kasabi muna natin itong si Mr. Gomez dito. Superman, alam naman natin na galing lang kayo sa World Cup of Pool, kayong dalawa ni Jeff De Luna, pero balik na naman dito. How's it like to be back dito sa Sharks den? And ngayon, nandito na ulit tayo sa Quezon City 10-ball open.
Siyempre, masarap talaga umuwi sa sariling bayan. Tsaka yung mga tournaments na ginagawa dito, siyempre hindi ko lalagpasin to dahil mas competitive ang tournament dito sa Pilipinas kaysa sa ibang bansa. Alam naman natin lahat ng mga taga-Zamboanga ngayon ay nanonood. Ano ba mensahe natin sa kanila bago tayo lumaban dito sa bata mong kalaban, si Bernie Regalario? Talagang mas gugustuhin po ko pang kilala ko yung mga player, yung mga matatanda na gaya ko. Gaya nila Dennis, nila Carlo, ganyan. Ito, hindi sumasablay mga to. Pero sa Zamboanga, binabati ko yung mga pamilya ko sa Zamboanga. Tsaka nandyan ako sa 26 o 28. Basta uuwi ako dyan next week.
Pagkatapos mo mag-champion, ha? Nax.
Pagkatapos kong mag-champion, talagang ikakalat ka sa buong barangay itong 250 ba? 250, ang laki. Sarap.
Okay. Well, ito ngayon, Roberto Gomez, he is back, pero kanyang kalaban ngayon, the 15-year-old Bernie Benok Regalario. Benok, ngayon, second time mong lalaban dito. Una mong laro dito, kalaban mo si Ronnie Alcano. Ngayon, ito naman si Roberto Gomez. Ano mo pumapasok sa isipan mo, papasok dito sa inyong laban?
Ganun po talaga eh. Kahit sino naman po makalaban, okay lang po matalo. Kasi experience din po.
At of course, yung Bicol region naman, lahat ng mga taga-Albay nanonood sa iyo ngayon. Ano naman ang mensahe mo sa kanila?
Binabati ko po mga, pamilya ko po doon. Siyempre po. Tsaka po sa Zamboanga din po. Mga lola ko po, nandun po.
Ito pala, labanan din pala ng Zamboanga itong ating mapapanood.
Toskoy na lang tayo dito. Zamboanga.
It will be the Superman, Roberto Gomez, taking on the 15-year-old Benok Regalario sa ating huling laban in Group C of the Quezon City 10-Ball Open. Group C action continues in the Quezon City 10-Ball Open. This time it will be Bernie Regalario versus Roberto Gomez.
All right, Noel, and this is Manny Argonza back in.
All right.
Back with you on screen, on the commentary. No?
Yan. Ito, laban to ng Roberto Gomez, one of our more decorated former national team athlete who just came back from representing the Philippines in the World Cup of Pool. And he will be going up against...
World 9-Ball Championships.
World 9-Ball Championships and the World Cup of Pool.
And the World Masters.
Oo, kasi kakampi niya si Jeff De Luna. Yeah,
right.
in the World Cup. And ito na, one of the more amiable guys actually dito sa billiard scene, full of energy, the guy from Zamboanga, Roberto Gomez, taking on the 15-year-old Bernie Regalario, who's making his second appearance in this building.
Mm-hmm. All right, and tsaka ito si Roberto Gomez, no? So he won the lag, and then he's gonna be breaking to start off the game. No, and again, they're breaking from the break box.
Yes. At eto, may papabati na naman si Coach Monching, kaka-message niya lang dito. But Roberto Gomez, to set us in motion here in our final match on the TV side. The other matches are going on right now at the Hard Times Sports Bar. And this break will net nothing, but it is still brought to us by Bet and Win, Hard Times Sports Bar and Flash TV.
Powerful break from Gomez to start the game. However, nothing went down, which brings 15-year-old Bernie Regalario, no? And locally known as Benok.
Yan. And again, 15 years old. Upgrade lang 14 years old kanina si AJ Manas.
Doblehin man ang edad nitong si Benok, mas matanda pa rin si Gomez.
Well, again, ito si Benok Regalario, the future is bright for Philippine billiards, as many are saying among our commenters dito. He did see action dito one time in this building when it was the Origin Cup, I believe it was. And he was paired against, unfortunately, Ronnie Alcano, who was eventually a finalist doon. And he made short work of the kid. But although I remember during that match, Manny, lumamang pa si Benok. It was, I believe, a race to 8. He was leading 5-4. Doon sa laban na yon. Tapos yun na nga, nadire-diretso na siya ni,
well, let's hope he can improve, no?
And again, tall order. Sabi nga niya kanina, wala tayong magagawa. No? Una yung kalaban dito, Ronnie Alcano. And now it's Roberto Gomez. And you have to earn your stripes.
All right, so Benok here, shooting at the 5. Has a long shot here. This is makeable. Kaso lang, he will need some power on this shot.
Yeah.
There.
Well, he did get the power.
He missed. Okay. That's the problem here. And with most shots here talaga, Noel.
Mhm.
Okay, on every shot, every decent pool player considers always 3 factors primarily.
Mhm.
That's number 1, accuracy, power, and control. Okay, now any veteran of the game can instantly calculate all those things together, okay, and come up with amazing shots one after the other. Pero for most players who are simply starting off in the game, unti-unti pa lang nilang kinukuha each one of those factors.
Well, look at this. That was a dual shot right there na itong si Roberto Gomez actually used the 9 to cannon into the 5 and gets this result as well.
Yes, that was a pure safety shot because he knew that the 5 will just stay on that side of the table. He can stick the cue ball, okay, behind that 7 and come up with a vicious safety against Bernie here.
But Regalario is going to wriggle his way free. And he's going to force Gomez into tough combination shot here. It appears on 5-8, Manny.
Will he be going for the combination? Well, I guess there is merit to it.
Mhm.
However, okay, he will need to hit this soft so as to control the cue ball to remain in that area, so he can get he can still get a decent shot on the
Ooh.
5.
So he does get a decent shot on the 5 pa rin, and he has an angle to actually get to the 6 ball.
Yeah, he's gonna draw to the side rail, down in line with the 6,
Okay
just
na.
like that.
Okay na. He's gonna follow the 6 a bit to get the 7 into the side. Tama ba yan?
Yes, I would assume that, unless he wants to take that 7 to the corner pocket. But I think following this to the side pocket will suit him better. There you go. Perfect angle, still to go back down for the black 8. For the black 8, I think he just wants to slide over to the left of where he is, okay, to leave himself a good angle to come back down for the 9. Alfonso Uno Molina Flores is saying, if Roberto Gomez is Superman, Alexis Ferrer is Batman from Paniki, Tarlac. Oo nga naman, Batman talaga kasi Paniki, Tarlac
I love it.
Oo.
I love it. Galing, ha?
Oo, no. Tama nga naman, may katwiran.
Baka nga yun na maging maging moniker niya eventually.
And Ilagan John D says, shout out po sir, watching from China.
Wow, what part of China? It's a pretty big country. So that's another. I don't. Nakapunta ka na dyan, Manny, China?
Hindi pa. Pero sabi yata dito nasa ano raw siya, nasa barko.
Nasa barko.
Oo.
All right. China is actually a pretty beautiful place.
And shout out din kay Victoria Corazon who just came in and joined us here.
Well, the miss.
What happened there?
Yun, kasi medyo malayo yung tira and he wanted to get position on the 10, so he tried to work the right side of the pocket and ended up missing the shot. Itong si Roberto Gomez. Now, Benok doesn't have an easy one either, but this is more makeable than the shot that he tried before this. So, and he does have an angle to bounce back for the 10.
Well, after this shot, natural path of the cue ball will go down for the 10, but he has to make that 9 first.
Naiwan din. And now Roberto Gomez is going to have to, is he going to go rail first on this one?
Well, the better option here is to hit the 9 first and then hit the cue ball with lots of spin left, bottom left to get back down for the 10. But
he
used the other rail.
Yeah. So Roberto Gomez who had that ridiculous kick shot in the World Cup of Pool. Kalaban na si Allison, the Fishers from England, to give the Philippines the win. And is now on the board first dito sa ating Quezon City 10-ball open Group C matchup against the 15-year-old Benok Regalario. So 1-0 now for Roberto Gomez, and he will be breaking in rack number 2.
Ayan, si Revo David, no? Renimar David. Sabi niya,
Lusot ba?
pa-shout out daw kay Revo David. And actually, it was, I believe, yesterday that Revo David came in here.
Yeah, but did he emerge victorious?
Yes, he did
Oh, good.
win against kay Rainer Espejo, aka Asunta.
Mhm.
And you know what? At that day, I think that was the first day. But that was the best match of that day.
Mhm.
Ang galing nila parehas.
And Roberto Gomez, as usual, having fun. And even makita natin si Benok Regalario is awaiting his opportunity now as Roberto Gomez comes up to break here in rack number 2. This break is brought to us by Bet and Win, Hard Times, Sports Bar, and Flash TV.
We can't see it on our monitor right now, no? Pero
Our
here we
monitor
go.
died.
Yeah. Roberto Gomez is 1 point. No, he drew first blood against Bernie Regalario.
Yeah. 1-0 nga ang ating score. This is rack number 2. And the dry break again. So no matter how hard Roberto Gomez is striking this, the balls are not cooperating. Benok does not have a clean look on the 1, so maaring may push out din ditong gagawin for the 15-year-old from Albay.
All right.
All right. Yeah, we lost our monitor here for the moment. So look at the alignment of the balls. It's like the alignment of planets.
Nag-push out dito si si Benok, no?
Yeah.
And parang he's daring Roberto Gomez to go for this one. All right. Okay, so Roberto Gomez is very much capable of taking on this one. However, what does he do for the 2?
Yeah, hiniwalay na niya. Does he clear the 7? Barely.
No, that's it.
But yun na nga, hindi nga niya kita yung dos.
Yun ang yun ang pinaka-delikado randun eh. And si Asis Tadike, aka Ado, sabi, shout out naman po kay Carlo Manhit. Tama ba yun?
Mm-hmm. Let's see what Roberto Gomez does with this. He will kick. Oh no, he's going to the air.
NJ pool player. I'm assuming this is New Jersey.
Yeah,
New Jersey.
No, his name is Troy. He's a regular here.
I see. Thanks for the stream. Liked and shared. Thank you for liking and sharing.
Although
New Jersey pool player.
I know that NJ pool player, aka Troy, has moved to Florida, so he should change his name now.
I see. So it should be Florida.
Yeah, it should be FL pool player.
New pool player. All right.
Yeah, but he's one of the cool guys who usually shares our streams, likes our streams, and hangs out here. And it must be very early in the morning wherever you are in the eastern part of the United States. That's a great crawl there coming from Benok. However, landing on the 3 was not ideal here, Manny.
No, he has too much of an acute angle here. Too thin to cut it in. So let's see.
See bank?
No, he's shooting for safety. Wants to send the cue ball 3 rails out. And he was lucky to have gotten that hit on the 8 ball. Otherwise, Gomez would have come back to the table with a good look at the 3.
Right, now Gomez has the kick at the 3. That's right under the side pocket.
The natural angle for the 3 is actually located into the
side pocket. That's right.
Okay, so he wants to hit this just before the side pocket with lots of right-hand spin.
He called the 7 ball as well, just to be sure. There's the 7 in motion. And does not get lucky. Benok can see the 3.
All right. Now, this is a makeable shot, Noel. Now, from here, Benok has to capitalize on this. This is not an easy shot, but it's very makeable for players of this level.
Mm-hmm. And opts not to take it on. But this is actually a good option as well.
I have to agree with that.
Wow.
And with that, I also have to say that for a 15-year-old player, that's a very mature decision.
Yeah.
To play defensive like that, okay, in light of your opponent with a veteran Roberto Gomez, okay, that's a very mature decision. He's showing that he's patient. He's not afraid to tangle with a veteran player, and he wants to get a better chance to clean up this table.
Well, Roberto Gomez broke into the scene, man. You know this in 2007, I believe, as a wild card.
Yes.
So Whirlpool Championships.
Ooh.
It's a foul, though. Yeah, the three was an inch away from being a legal shot.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why that was called the foul, because we have to hit a rail after legal contact on the object ball. Benok, now his patience has paid off here. He now has ball in hand.
Baliktad, ano? Impatience na kay 15-year-old.
Pero I mean, look at this. He overran his position here. He wanted his position like 1 foot more to the right.
Does he run into the 8 and well?
No, I don't think so. I think at this point he is going to be forced to take on that 5-7 combination. Okay, just like that. He needs he doesn't want to run into the 8 and doesn't want to run down table because the 9 ball is there. So here,
medyo acute angle to, ha?
Oh, this is the tester for the 15-year-old.
And he passed the test.
Perfect. All right.
Okay na.
Okay na to. Wait a minute. Does he need to? Oh, he needs to shoot with a bridge.
Yeah, getting to the 6 ball. It's only available in one pocket, huh?
Well,
6 ball.
To be conservative, he just needs to draw this along that rail. There you go. He cheated the pocket.
Okay na.
Yeah, he had to cheat the pocket a little bit. Now he wants to draw back to that side rail. Oh, he chose to go.
He wants the
2
corner.
rails around.
He wants the corner for the 8 ball.
That shows confidence in his shot-making abilities. I love it.
Again, the 15-year-old now, probably with a little bit of inside here. To get off the long rail and align with the 9 into the same pocket as the 8.
He doesn't want a straight shot here.
He's straight.
He's pretty straight.
Yun lang.
He would have been better served like coming off that side rail just like 1 foot out.
He's digging into this cue ball now, trying to draw it back to get to that 10, and he will clear the side. Galing naman nun.
Power draw.
And he was able to clear the side pocket, which was in play. So Benok Regalario found a way, and he will tie the score up at 1 apiece.
All right.
So again, when he went up against Ronnie Alcano here a few months ago, he was actually leading 5-4 in a race to 8. Then Ronnie never made him come back to the table. Missed on the break. He had a dry break. Ronnie Alcano proceeded to run it out, then had 3 consecutive break and run-outs. Ayan na, lumabas yung mga pag-veterano. Same thing with Anton Raga earlier. You know, he is 23 years old. And we all know that he's one of the golden boys of the game. But going up against a 14-year-old who was leading 4-3 in a race to 8, sabi ni Anton Raga, walang risk ito. Siguraduhin ko na to. And he brought out his A game, much to the dismay of AJ Manas, who had like 5 shots after that na lang.
You know what? That brings memories of Manny Pacquiao no mismo when he was going up a certain fighter. Una, kanan ang ginagamit niya. Tapos nung gusto niya ng patulan, ginamitan niya ng kaliwa.
That would be Ledo Ledwaba, yung kalaban niya nun. Yeah. So Benok Regalario. Manny Pacquiao is quite the pool player also, by the way.
Yeah. Ako, I used to play against Manny Pacquiao
Yeah.
back in Astro Bowl days.
Ganon, ha?
Oo.
Yeah, when I was still working with Vintage Enterprises, we actually had a pool table in the basement. Minsan dadaan si Manny dyan. This was 2001. Dadaan siya doon and he would kill all of us. And yung maganda kay Senators, he knows how to use the diamonds. You cannot, hindi mo pwedeng ikulong yan. He'll get out.
Really?
He knows how to use those diamonds talaga. Tinuturo pa niya, dito ako dadaan. No? And then he'll actually execute. This was in 2001, of course. So he might be a better player now. Look at the magandang kalat para dito kay Gomez.
Mas marunong na siya noon kasi I was playing with him like 90s pa.
Yeah.
All right, anyway.
Yeah, this is a straight-in shot now for Gomez. Too straight to get to the two, so I don't know how he's going to manufacture.
Well, he will need to punch into this one ball to the bottom rail, side rail, with a lot of left-hand English. Oh, no, he opted to stay, to take the long shot. Kasi, all right, he's going to go safe here. Send the 2 ball to the side rail and probably behind the 8 or the 10. Send the cue ball down back to behind the 4 or 3, possibly.
Or tawid dagat.
Yeah, behind the 4.
Behind the 4.
I think it peaked out. Can he?
I don't know if he can see part of this. Itong si Benok Regalario, no?
Well, regardless, this is going to be an easy one rail kick from the top rail.
He's disappeared though. He might be going for his jump cue. Yeah, he went to the back to get something, and it is the short stick.
Looks like it is his jump cue. He wants to send the 2 ball down, maintain the cue ball between there, the 10 and 8.
Oh, ganda.
That's not a bad reply,
Yeah,
Noel.
yeah. That's impressive, actually. So now it's Roberto Gomez who cannot use his jump cue anymore, so he's going to have to kick at this. Or is he going to try to get the jump cue? No, he's going to kick at it already. Nakita yung ating photographer doon for a moment. He's going to jump. Wow, this is a short jump. He's really close to the 10 ball here.
Good shot.
Oh. Good shot. Good contact. Benok can see the 2 in its entirety. The question is, does he go for the 2?
I can't see him going for the 2 for here because, well, no value, no positional value for the next ball, which is the 3. Even if it is possible that he can make this with a really thin cut, but position for the 3 is not guaranteed. He's bound to run into those balls down table.
He chooses not to pursue the offensive option. Kitang-kita yung dos, but I'm not sure kung lusot ito sa 8. I don't know if the 2 ball passes the 8.
No. Dito pumapasok yung term ni AJ na espadahan.
Yeah, espadahan talaga yung nangyari dito. But medyo open yung dos kanina pa. It's actually, the 2's been seen over the last 3 shots except that it's not available on offense. But it looks like this one may pass the 8 ball.
Yeah, from this angle, we can see that the 2 is available.
And he's going to run into the 5. Let's see.
No, he won't. What he needs is to clear the 6 going back down for the 3. There you go. And that's his solution.
And the nudge on the 9 slowed it down. Okay pa rin.
Okay pa rin. Actually, that 9 ball actually helped him. It controlled the descent. Okay, behind the back shot pa. Exhibition pa.
Yeah.
Oops, wait a minute.
He's going to make it okay lang. Pero a lot of people think that the Filipinos are doing that to show up their opponent. Actually, hindi eh. That's like a normal shot to a lot of Filipinos. They don't want to use their offhand, so therefore they just go for the behind the back shot. Pagkuha mo naman yan. And I'm not sure if it was actually Francisco Bustamante who actually showed it for the first time. Naalala ko, I think it was Amang Parica who actually, I saw the shot for the first time, and it's become a staple every time we play pool. It's normal. It's a normal shot here in the Philippines.
Dito pa nga sa Philippines, di ba, meron pang mga pustahan na yun lagi ang ititira ng kalaban. All right, okay. Dante Manalili says, shout out po from Olongapo, Dison Bilyaran. No?
I'm sure palabas tayo sa maraming bilyaran sa Pilipinas and of course around the world as well. Ooh, Mumugation, that was supposed to go down, and Gomez with an unforced error.
Madski says, watching from Riyadh,
Saudi Arabia. So now Benok has a decision to make. He can still thin this into the side pocket with benefits to the 7. Look at this. This is a really thin one. Nice touch. Control the cue ball. He did. Yeah. So medyo malayo. This is a missable shot, huh? And we did come up with a term here called mumugation, which means mumumug yung tirang yan.
The problem here is, okay, so there's no real problem in making the 7. The problem here is yung distance na kailangan to get back to the black 8.
That's what I was talking about, Manny. That's the mumugation.
Oo nga.
That was going to be in play with that kind of a shot, trying to get position on the 8.
Exactly. And that particular pocket, ang tawag ng kasamahan nating dito si Emil De La Paz, that's the shark's jaws.
Yeah, yeah. That's one of the more unforgiving pockets that we have here. So, a reprieve for Roberto Gomez, who missed a similar shot on the 6 earlier. Now he's going to have to cut this 5 in.
7.
Oh, 7, sorry. Yeah. Oh, it opts not to. He's going to play a safety behind the 8.
That's perfect speed control by Roberto Gomez.
Superman now giving Benok Regalario something to think about. Can he play a containing shot here off the kick sa 7?
Well, Benok called that same corner pocket he just missed from. He's going to kick at this 7, making it. And almost.
But he's fortunate. Kasi if that had gone the other way, that would have been benta.
Almost, but not quite.
You'd be surprised,
Good thing he wound up safe here.
Try to use the 9 now as a blocking ball.
That's going to work. That's going to work for Regalario. Oh, rather, that's Gomez.
Yeah, Gomez. Now, question here, Manny. Does Benok attack the 7 from the side rail?
There's no real benefit to it, because if he does try to go rail first here, he may be able to pocket the 7, but the path of the cue ball will just make him stay on that side of the table and nowhere near the black 8.
So he's not going to the side rail. He's going to the short rail. Ay, hindi. May kita rin pala.
Doesn't want it too close to that pocket.
Oh, this is an unexpected safety battle between two players who are, as you mentioned in the last match, known for their offense. Although itong si Gomez, medyo masalimuot din mag-isip ito. He's an intricate thinker. But with only 4 balls remaining, this is actually quite ballsy for these two to engage in a safety battle. 9. Gomez going to call the 9 into the side.
Okay. Gomez is looking to thin this 7, and then there you go. That's a very wise shot. Okay, with the double intention of probably making the 9, calling it for good measure. And okay, sticking the cue ball close to that top rail. Now, Benok here will... Did he call 9-ball to the side?
Mm-hmm. 9-ball almost made it to the corner. This is going to set out the rack now for Superman.
All right, Superman's going to shoot into that far corner pocket, punching the cue ball to the other side. Oh, he shot it to the side pocket. My bad.
And, well, he comes up perfect on the 8.
Perfect on the 8, where he can just drop down for the 9-ball.
Oh, may angulo pa siya rito. He's not entirely straight on the 8, so should be okay to get the necessary angle for the 9. Probably even get the 10 in the same pocket.
Yep. Looks like it, because yun ang gagawin niya lang dyan eh. He just needs to punch that out off that side rail to get the 10-ball to the same pocket.
Roberto Gomez strikes again. It's now a 2-1 lead. Isipin mo you would think that this match, starring Roberto Gomez and Benok Regalario, would be the faster one of the 3 that we've had today. It's quite the contrary. But at this point, we want to thank our sponsors as well. Bugsy Promotions, Billy's Resort, or make that Bugsy Promotions, Bet and Win Gaming Corporation, and Hard Time Sports Bar in Quezon City, along with Billy's Resort in Oslo, Cebu. Aqua V, V Lugao, Mudcakes by V, Carex Kayanong ng Target On Air sa DZME 1530 kHz, Ropa Commercial, Flash TV, as well as Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Outsville, Magic Chalk, JB Cases, Music Avenue, The Hadista Sports Bar and Resto in Cubao, Quezon City, Billiard Planet, and Thoroughbred Layered Tips.
Ayon, pa-shoutout daw po from Wellington, New Zealand, si Michael Makaligar. And also, nagpapa-shoutout from Dagupan, Pangasinan, si Erickson sa Gipid.
Sarap dun. Bangus Country. In Dagupan. And here comes Roberto Gomez now on the break. Brought to us by Bet and Win, Hard Time Sports Bar, and Flash TV. Again, nobody has had success on the break so far. Gomez finally gets a ball to drop. That's the 3-ball, and the 1-ball is hanging over the corner pocket. Looks like an open layout, and it is. So Roberto Gomez might be pulling off the first break and run out here of this rack, or this match rather.
Productive break from Gomez. Again, the 1 hanging on that corner pocket. 2 awaits from the side ball. From the side pocket. And after this 2, he just wants to roll forward a bit. Okay, down to the side rail. Take short side position. Taking short side position for the pink 4 to the far corner pocket. Ito, either he will punch out sideways or he will draw back down to the bottom rail to get a better angle on the 5.
So off the bottom rail.
Yes. If he's feeling frisky, he can draw off the bottom rail here.
Let's see what Roberto Gomez has in mind today. He is going to draw off the bottom rail.
There you go. Buti na lang nakikinig sa mga turo ko tong si Gomez.
Na-meet ko yan. Hindi pa siya sikat. I believe it was the qualifiers for the World Pool Championships in 07 or 06 sa Star Paper pa. Sila ni Jeff. Actually, si Jeff yung nakausap po na matagal. Then him, si Roberto Gomez. And I believe he was... does he still hold the record as being the only qualifier to ever make it to the final? Siya pa rin ba yung may hawak na record na yun?
I'm not quite sure about that.
Yeah, but he was a qualifier and he made it all the way to the finals. As a wild card, he was not seeded.
You can see the way Roberto Gomez moves around the table. No, he's very deliberate. He checks every angle before every shot. Okay.
Which is a very, very peculiar partnership between him and Jeff De Luna because Jeff De Luna is the opposite. Yun naman si tira kagad, di ba? And again, their partnership works out pretty well.
When those two are on the table nung sa World Cup of Pool, no, they just they look more there to just want to have fun in the competition.
Una nilang kalaban yung yung Britain B yata yun Si Allison saka si Karen Fisher kagad. So pinakitaan kagad nila ng mga tira. And then the next match that they had was against Team USA, and USA led 5-0 in a race to 7.
Oh.
And they won the next 7 matches. Yun nga lang, pagdating sa semifinals, talo na sa Estonia.
There you go. Roberto Gomez showing us how it's done.
So Gomez now up 3-1 against Bernie Benok Regalario, and he will be breaking in rack number 5. So again, thank you for joining us dito. This is day 3 already of the Quezon City 10-Ball Open. We're looking at the lineup for tomorrow. So a lot of familiar names will be joining us then. Will be making their presence felt tomorrow, including Francisco Bustamante will be in there as well in the mix. Nicoy Lining is also going to be in there. Marlon Manalo. So some pretty big names still to play there. I'm actually looking forward to Francisco Bustamante because he's going to go up against one of our Sharks.
Oh, hang on. So Francisco Bustamante is in this tournament?
Yes, he is.
Oh.
Alam mo kung sino kalaban niya?
Sino?
Dennis Po.
Whoa.
In the very, very first matchup. So Dennis Po against Francisco Bustamante. And deja vu because the last time that Django was here in this building, kinalaban siya ni Dennis Po in a race to 9. Warm-up lang. And here's the break. It was successful earlier for Roberto Gomez. 3-ball drops again. And this break is brought to us by Bet and Win, Hard Time Sports Bar, and Flash TV. Of course, Django won that race to 9-6, I believe was the score then. Pero lumaban si Dennis Po. And,
all right. But with that, Noel, let me just give a shout out dun sa mga ating mga viewers, no? Zael Frehia Macabales is saying pa-shout out nga, sir, mula sa City of Love, Bacolod City.
City of Love pala tawag.
City of Love daw ito. And then also kay Antonio Awitan Abrea, pa-shout out, watching from Barangay Centro, Agdao. Dami na nito
Yeah.
Meron pa tong bilyaran ni Benok. Ano to? Bilyaran ni Benok as in nitong si Bernie Regalario.
Is it?
Sana ba yun, no?
Well,
Pa-shoutout po sa tapsihan at bilyaran ni Benok. Ganun.
Well, speaking of Benok, he's back at the table looking at a 1-9 combination. This is 10-ball though, not 9-ball. So, makes it.
Okay.
Okay na.
Again, 15-year-old Benok making good on that shot. He wants to capitalize on this rare opportunity that he has against Roberto Gomez.
Again, he will earn his stripes. Make no mistake about it. Eventually, the same way today, 14-year-old AJ Manas went up against Anton Raga. And of course, Anton Raga ended up winning that match. Pero again, these youngsters coming up, they're gonna have to earn their stripes. Yeah, alam naman natin yan. That's like a process that they go through. Teenager din pumasok si Carlo Biado. Teenager din pumasok si Liban Cortesa. And they had to go up against the greats. Then eventually they earned the respect, and now they're among the greats. It's not gonna be long before these youngsters also join. Kita mo naman yung control doon ni Benok.
Now, ito, I wonder if he wants to go forward or backwards here. He's looking at the angle. Does he just want to punch out one rail?
He's gonna go 2, it appears. Tignan natin if he's gonna use 1. Yeah, 2 rails
Two
talaga.
rails forward. There you go. I would have shot the same way. This time around, again, he has another funny angle here. He doesn't have enough angle to comfortably go with a natural shot to the 7.
Well, he killed it though. Ganda, no? He killed
Ang
it off
ganda, ang
the
ganda.
long rail.
Yeah. That's the thing with those kinds of shots kasi he had to punch it instead of just using natural force. Again, a little wrong-sided here.
Yeah, this is a 3-railer though.
Yep, he has to hit this 3 rails, maybe even 4.
Mm-hmm.
1,
Wow.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, 4 nga. And Benok's gonna keep in step with Roberto Gomez. 3-2 ang ating score ngayon. Benok Regalario will be breaking to try and tie things up against Superman.
If Beno can get a break and run here, he will be able to tie Roberto Gomez, and he will be breaking again to possibly taking the lead.
But his break has not really worked for him. Matanda natin. He's broken twice already this match. Both of them have been dry. And Roberto Gomez, in his last 2 break attempts, has made a ball on the break. So, yeah, and he's probably checking out the comment section as well. And Coach Monching Mystica getting busy putting that together. Tingnan mo naman, at once upon a time, Roberto Gomez was a fresh-faced guy like this. I mean, how old is Roberto Gomez now? 30?
I'd say he's in like the early or probably at maximum mid-30s.
Oh, let's call him at 35 right now. I'm sure our fans would know. And then when he broke into the scene, what was this, in 2006? So that was 15 years ago. Diba?
My God.
Think about it. Fresh face coming out of Zamboanga and then just going to Star Paper, and the rest is history.
So ano na nga yan, mid-30s na nga. 15 years ago na pala yun, ano?
Yeah.
I was there. I was actually there.
Mm-hmm.
Nung nag-qualify si Gomez nun.
But it was in 2007 where he really marched on. He qualified again. Di ba? Nag-qualify siya ng 06. Si Jeff De Luna yung sumikat ng 06 nun as the young qualifier to make it to the knockout stages. Then Roberto Gomez qualified again in 07 and made it all the way to the finals.
Kaya nga, he went against Daryl Peach
Yes.
at that time, no?
Mm-mm.
It was very unfortunate that he wasn't able to capture the crown. Pero ano na siya nun eh.
Mumugation again. Yeah, but parang the mere fact that you made it to the finals, and I'm sure Roberto Gomez is gonna say, no, I should have won that. Pero the mere fact that you made it to the finals as a qualifier, that's why inisip ko, does he still hold the record as the only qualifier to advance all the way to the finals? Kasi hirap nun, ha? Double elimination, then you survive that, and then you enter the round of 32, and then you have to survive what? 32, 16, 8, 4. You have to win 5 times against world-class competition. Tapos ano yung final? Race to 17? Di ba? I'm sure that's on the mind of this youngster, the 15-year-old from Albay. One day, I will also be there. And it won't be long, really. The kids, especially ito si Benok, it won't be long.
All right.
Yes, some problems pa rin here. I mean, the 4 does not pass the 9, or does it? The way he played it, lusot eh.
Well,
Yeah, lusot.
it passes the 9. He needs to draw this just a little for the 5, just like that. Okay. And the key shot here, does he want to take on the 7-10 combination?
Mm-hmm.
The way he shot this, I think he does.
Yeah, yun na nga.
He's looking at it.
Yeah, cue ball's gonna roll about 6 inches forward. Now, well, he made a combination shot like this earlier with a 1-9.
Mm-hmm.
Gets the 2, that gets the 7-10. And he's on top. 4-3, Benok Regalario. So now Roberto Gomez has a lot of figuring out what he needs to do next. So, of course, our sponsors, maraming salamat sa inyo. Bugsy Promotions, Bet and Win Gaming Corporation, and Hard Times Sports Bar. Kasama na rin ang Billy's Resort in Oslo, Cebu. Aqua V, V Lugaw, ang lugaw ng Cubao, Mud Cakes by V. Carex Kayanong ng Target On Air sa DCME 1530 kHz. Ropa Commercial Flash TV, along with Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Outsville Magic Chalk, JB Cases, Music Avenue, the Hadista Sports Bar and Resto in Cubao, Quezon City, Billiard Planet, and Thoroughbred Layered Tips.
All right, and with that, no, let's looking at the scoreboard. It's actually all three. Benok just came into tie,
Okay, yeah, okay.
and but he might be able to take the lead with this break.
And the break is brought to us by Bet and Win, Hard Times, and Flash TV. No luck.
All right, he made a ball on the break.
Meron. Oh.
Yeah, but does he have a good look at the one?
Whiz. Wala.
No.
Yeah.
Looking at the camera view now, he doesn't have a good look at the one.
Well.
It's actually eclipsed by that 5 and 6 in between. Party
Ito.
poopers.
Hindi, pero yung tanong dyan, is this a massayable shot? Just to make contact with the one. Looks like he just has to. No, he's going to play a push out.
Where does he push out to? Top rail. All right. He left a piece there of the one ball for Roberto Gomez. Will Roberto Gomez take this?
He's going to call a bank. It's a cross corner.
What he doesn't want is a double kiss on this one.
Well, the 3 almost dropped. Does he get a good block here from the 5? Parang ano?
Yes, I think he has. Beno can get to this one by a kick off that side rail. But what does he do? Hang on. Does he have a piece of this one?
Meron pala.
Meron pala.
Well, one ball is now exposed. No option here for Roberto Gomez but to play another safety. Is the 3 ball going to be involved in this safety?
I believe so. That would be the obvious safety there. Have the cue ball go behind the 3, lock it in there, and have the 1 ball. Ooh, he didn't want to hit that.
Well, nag-skid yung pamato on the kill action that he did. So it sort of went off to the right side more than he wanted. So, yeah, Benok can see the 1. I don't know if he has an offensive option on the bank, but it doesn't appear to be on.
No, what he wants to do here is to send the 1 ball behind the 8 and 10 and have the cue ball go behind either the 9 or the 3. Just like that.
He chooses the 9. Pwede.
Ayan, di ba? 8 and 10.
Yeah.
And perfect. If he wanted to get perfect on this, he would have stuck the cue ball behind the 3. But that's a really small space to get behind to. But this will work.
This is a pretty decent reply, although kita naman yung nambuo yung 1 ball.
I think Benok has to take this on. I think he has to take this on.
He calls it.
Yeah, there you go. Because if he misses this, he'll be leaving the 1 ball there. But the natural path of the cue ball will take him down for the 2. Just clear the 8.
Yeah, well, there was a nudge to Mamasha. I believe it was the 7 ball he made contact with. Does not see enough of this 2. At least from this top shot. Doesn't see enough of the 2 to pot it. That confirms it.
All right. He's going to be kicking at this 2. He wants this to kick and stick. Just like that.
That's still exposed though.
Yeah, Gomez can see part of this too. Let's see what he can do with it.
Calls
Hang
it
on.
2 balls a corner.
Wait a minute.
How?
Did he just call?
Yeah, he called a 2 ball in the corner.
Oh, by a jump shot.
Yeah. Almost.
That was an uber offensive shot there by
Mhm.
Gomez.
Man, he
Very
landed.
ambitious.
He landed. I don't know. Did he land well enough? No, kita yung dos, ano?
Kita ang dos. I believe Benok can pocket the 2. However, the 3 is really in an awkward position. I wonder if Benok can kill the cue ball action just close enough to that side rail.
Well, he has to be perfectly straight.
Ito kill shot to. eh.
No, he's gonna go
No.
up and down.
No.
Watch out. Okay, walang scratch ito because the 3 ball is a little past the jaw.
Mm-mm. Good effort there by Bernie Regalario. No? He got that cue ball to where it is as best as he can. Kaso lang, all right. The cue ball is gonna hit the point of
Mm-mm.
that side pocket. Eh.
But with the control,
Wow.
Diba?
Wow.
Ganda ng control.
Ang ganda. Oo nga. No? Ang ganda talaga.
and he now has a clear path to this rack and take the lead.
That is amazing from this 15-year-old.
Mm-hmm. Again, the table knowledge for the youngsters ngayon.
Mm-mm. Yung tawag dito, yung for his age, yung table management niya maganda rin. He's not trying to force in the shots. Okay? He was showing patience. He wasn't afraid to get into a safety battle against Roberto Gomez. And check it out.
He is 3 balls away from taking a 4-3 lead in this race to 8.
Hang on, he's kind of funny here. He's kind of funny on this 8. Now, he can draw this back with spin, bottom right, or he can move forward. Let's see what he wants to do here. Chose to move forward 1 rail, coming back out for the 9. Not a bad reply. Now, off this 9, he wants to go top rail, side rail, and take that 10 ball to the bottom right corner pocket. There you go, bottom right from where he is.
And Benok Regalario is now going to be in the driver's seat against Roberto Gomez. Now a 4-3 lead for the 15-year-old. He's going to be breaking in rack number 8. Tandaan natin that this is a race to 8. This is the first time that these two guys are going up against each other. But at the same time, this is Group C action. May Group D pa tayo tomorrow. So far, we've seen today, Anton Raga has gone through after defeating AJ Manas. And sa ating earlier matchup, it was Livan Corteza advancing against Raymond Faraon.
That was an exciting match. Ivan Corteza versus Raymond Faraon.
Yeah.
No?
So ngayon, who's it gonna be dito? Will we have a teenager go through? That's on the mind of Benok Regalario. Again, for these kids, mas okay sa kanila itong ganito. Tahimik, malamig, wala masyadong nagsasalita. Kesa parang war zone dun sa kabilang qualifiers. When you have all of these 64 players kasi ito eh. And the break is brought to us by Bet and Win, Hard Time Sports Bar and Flash TV.
Benok was able to make a ball on the break. But you know what? Noel, I'm starting to I'm starting to see a pattern here wherein both players are able to send that one ball downwards towards that corner pocket.
Ang problema, every time that happens, they have to play a push out. May nakaharang.
Not this time.
Yeah.
Not this time. I think he has enough to make this.
Good roll. Nice.
He wants to stop that.
Ay, nako. Yeah, that's the speed of this table ngayon. So ano ba yan? When the air conditioner strikes the table at this hour already, we've been here for about, what is this, about 4 hours. Does the table slow down or does the table speed up?
It kind of speeds up because at this hour, there's going to be less humidity in the atmosphere. So it's not so much as the air conditioning kicking in, but more of the atmospheric conditions wherein there's less humidity.
That's makeable. This is a makeable too for Gomez.
Yes, but on this, Gomez needs to stretch over that pink 4 as well. This is not going to be easy. Check it out. Okay. But Gomez makes it look so easy.
Man, you're right about the speed of this table now. Halos tinapik lang ni Gomez yan. It went short rail. Almost hit the short rail for a third time. Now he's got this long distance shot on the 3. It's almost straight. Ito yung sabing semi-diretso na malayo.
The good part here is he doesn't need to do anything special with a cue ball. All he needs to do is make sure he gets that 3 into the corner pocket. The cue ball will stay to that area, around that area for the pink 4.
Stop ball
Just
nga.
like so.
Stop ball nga. Good touch
right.
by the man from Zamboanga.
Okay, and Gomez can either, again, hold position or push forward, whichever he chooses. There you go. Again, another stop shot here. Just to hold position for the brown 7, which will give him... So he wants to move forward for the black 8.
Right. Again, preference talaga yan, ano? That's why nga, sabi nga, I remember I was working with Corey Duel before, and I was asking him who's one of the more unpredictable players that you've seen. Sinabi as Efren. Efren without a doubt, because I'm thinking 3 options already for what he's going to do. He's going to invent a 4th one. Just to throw us all off.
Exactly. Now, Gomez here wants to pull all the way back for the 10 ball, and that's perfect speed. Perfect speed.
So tatabla na naman dito Roberto Gomez trying to tie things up against Benok Regalario. And 4 all. So Roberto Gomez has tied this up 4 apiece as we enter now rack number 9. Once again, maraming salamat sa ating sponsors. Bugsy Promotions, Bet and Win Gaming Corporation, and Hard Time Sports Bar in Quezon City, as well as Billy's Resort in Oslo, Cebu, Aqua V, Lugaw, ang Lugaw ng Cubao, Mudcakes by V, Carex Kayanong ng Target On Air sa DZME 1530 kHz, Ropa Commercial, and the Flash TV, along with Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Outsville, Magic Chalk, JP Cases, Music Avenue, Dehadista Sports Bar and Resto in Cubao, Quezon City, Billiard Planet, and Thoroughbred Layered Tips. And Emil De La Paz has entered the building. Anong klaseng maskara ang suot ni Emil De La Paz? It's a shark. There's
Again,
Roberto.
over on Facebook, I'm seeing here over 1,000 people watching the stream. Noel, we are making, we are having good audience here.
Yeah.
Guys, all of you watching over on Facebook and YouTube Live, please don't forget to like and share this video that you're watching, and also don't forget to subscribe.
Sa YouTube channel natin, you're right. And Roberto Gomez now. What's happening to Coach Monching downstairs?
No, I think kasi yung opponent niya na si Bernie is still in the bathroom.
Yeah, nag-restroom break si Bernie. Ayan. And now, Coach Monching has emerged. Roberto Gomez, always an entertaining figure here. He participated here in several events already. He was part of the multitude of tournaments that we've had already here so far, including the Origin Cup. Before he went abroad, he actually also participated in the bank shot contest. Nako, yun ang nakakatuwa.
Wow.
4 sila noon. Siya, si Dennis, si Ronnie Alcano, at saka si Django Bustamante. And Dennis Orculio eventually won that. But he was up against Dennis in the semifinals, and it was a very noisy atmosphere.
Ayun, Roberto Gomez broke for his from his win, or didn't make anything.
Yeah.
Bringing back 15-year-old Bernie Regalario to the table with a good look at the 1 and the 2 sitting not far away.
Ay, okay. Ang ganda ng layout, actually.
Actually, from here, okay, you can see that the 3 balls just sitting above the 2 ball. All he has to do is just like that, punch it in.
Straight on the 3, don't you think?
A little straight, but he can draw this back down for the pink 4 to take it to the corner pocket.
Not sure if he's drawing, though.
Oh, he's moving forward with English.
It's about a roll to be perfect.
Well, he needs the angle to come out for the purple 5 here.
That one's also a roll. So, I think
paborto
Yeah.
kasi the green 6 is just on the other side of the table.
And you also get the feeling that probably Benok is also trying to slow down his shots dito. Kaninang, di ba, nung bumilis yung mesa, parang nagulat siya.
Now, this is funny.
Because it's straight.
It's too straight. He doesn't have the right angle to work towards the 7. He needs to draw this back.
As in major. No,
Rather, he pushed it forward.
abot ba to?
Barely got there.
Yeah.
All right. If Benok wants to be adventurous on this shot, he can pocket that brown 7 to the side, have the cue ball run into the 9 ball to stop it for position in the 8.
He's gonna have to pakuridang tira yan to achieve that.
No, that's...
Well, it's still makeable.
It's still makeable, but not really ideal position.
Again, sa last 3, ano? And Benok knows he's close dito. They're tied at 4. He gets this. He's more than halfway to the goal. He's halfway to the goal right now.
Now he needs to punch at this again.
Ikot to. Oh, he's gonna play it into the side
That's
pocket.
perfect.
Wow.
That's perfect.
Galing. Sipin mo nasingkit pa niya yun.
Oo nga.
Either or na ito. I mean, he did the work already. There are 2 balls before this one. Looks like he's trying to go to the side pocket with this, but he is going to reclaim the lead.
Desi George Evangelista says, "Hello there, Shark Fanatics. More power. Congrats for the pretty tournament like this. Watching here from Doha.
Ooh.
Pinoy Q Master Club, Doha, Qatar."
Yeah, that should be around 1:48 in the afternoon over in Doha.
Ronald Alan Oka says, shout out. And
Sa mga taga Las Piñas yan, si Ronald Oka. I was making a point this kagabi sa Sharks. You have to have, your last name has to begin with an O to make it to the Tournament of Champions.
Ay, ganun ba yun?
Oka, Ocampo, Ogame. Sila na yung nakalusot. And of course, joined recently by Sabalboro.
Si O-Game.
Yeah, si O-Game. So, 3 letter O, lumusot na. Sa letrang O. Congratulations, of course. We will see you on July 2.
Following that logic, no, susunod na yung mga Ong. Si AJ Ong,
si
George Ong.
George actually won once
and
already.
also JP Ong.
JP Ong. I don't know if JP Ong has already won so far dito, but George Ong did win. So baka mamaya yun na nga yung susunod. Although they're not scheduled tonight. Congratulations last night, of course. First ever win nitong si Rafi Noble. And it was a win that came at 11:30 p.m. So nakauwi ka mo ng
buti yung
maaga.
maaga.
Oo.
Anyway, Bernie Regalario to break. He wants to extend his lead here. Let's see what he comes up with.
This is dry though, sir. That's a dry break.
Dry break by Bernie Regalario. Check out the position of the one ball again.
Yeah, 1-8 is on. Yung 2 nasa baba. This actually is, if you look at the table very carefully, may kanya-kanyang butas yan, ha?
Oo. Pero this would have been a textbook 10-ball break if one of those balls just went down. Kasi tingnan mo where Benok was able to put the cue ball right in the middle of the table.
Right. And Gomez breathing a sigh of relief na hindi bumagsak yung one ball na yan in that combination. Now
Had it gone down with that 8 ball,
yeah,
would have been disastrous for Gomez.
Now the 10 ball is very near the corner pocket. This is looming in the mind now of Roberto Gomez. He's going to
he doesn't want that. He doesn't want that.
Sobrahan yung kanyang draw shot doon. He's gonna have to jump over the 5 ball now. And he has to make contact with the 2 because if not, that's gonna be ball in hand and a 2-10 combination for Benok Regalario. He must make contact with his 2.
Well, Gomez is confident that he will be able to pocket that 3. I mean the 2. But position for the 3 is not going to be guaranteed.
Yan ang problema dito. Now there is, ano ba itong gagawin niya rito? He has an option to hide.
Well, I think he would like to go for a bank here.
That's the hide shot. Behind the 9. Uy! Paano niya nalusot yun dun? What a shot.
Well,
Gomez looks up here and says, galing, no? And Roberto Gomez likes to talk to the commentators, by the way.
Malalimang dunong talaga ni Gomez. Yan ang mga dunong. Okay?
Nalala ko dati, nagko-commentator dito si Livan Cortesa. May sinasabi, tapos sasabihin ni Gomez, Banban, naririnig kita.
Ito ngayon, Benok is looking... is he looking for a kick of his own?
Looks like he's gonna jump. He's gonna jump this. Medyo short range tong jump na to. There's a threat that he could nip part of this 4 ball.
But this is the kind of jump na pinapractice nila.
Barely cleared the 4. Left the 3. And kaya ba ni Gomez to attack this?
Oh yes, I have no doubt that Roberto Gomez will go for this, especially now that he wants to reclaim that lead. Natural path of the cue ball will bring him down, rather up table again, in line for the 4 ball to the side pocket.
Ganda.
Yeah, no?
That's it. I mean, everything is out in the open now. It's all a matter of pocketing here for Superman.
Okay, now this one depends where Roberto Gomez will like to take the 5 ball next. If he wants to take it to the side or to the corner pocket where the 7 is sitting. Looks like he wants to take it to the side.
Watch out.
Ooh.
Well, it hit the point. He can still make the 5 into the corner. And if he rolls it, he'll actually clear the 9 for the 6. So let's see if he's going to take that option.
He just wants to roll forward here. Just wants to make sure that he makes the 5 ball. Natural angle for the 6.
So Gomez trying to tie once again.
Hang on. With this angle, he needs to come off that side rail with a little more power and spin.
Well, the spin is there. Made it.
Barely made it.
Gomez is taking his lucky stars right now that yung table has sped up a bit. But he is really stretched out over the table. He's like Spider-Man. Not Superman.
Eto na. Pero tingnan mo yung shirt ni Gomez, no? At the back, he has that Superman shield logo.
Yun na nga eh. Tapos yun na nga, kalaban niya dati sa final ng World Pool, si Lex Luthor. A.K.A. Daryl Peach.
Daryl Peach.
I don't know who said that. Was it John McDonald who actually said that he's going up against Lex Luthor in the final? Ang ganda, no? That's a very creative way of looking at it. As Roberto Gomez has now tied things up once again. One player is 3 wins away from heading to the winner's bracket. We don't know who that player is, though. But Roberto Gomez will be breaking in rack number 11.
We're all tied at 5 apiece. Grabe naman, no? Check out the action here for Roberto Gomez, a veteran of the game, versus relatively young newcomer Bernie Regalario, only at 14 years old.
15, actually.
15 years old.
AJ Manas is the 14-year-old.
Oh.
And we will see them in the Sharks Juniors 10-ball open. That will happen next month.
Oo nga eh, yung Juniors 10-ball open, ang qualified lang daw doon mga 17 years old and below.
But my next question is, pwede ba sumaling babae?
Yun ang hindi natin malinaw, no?
We have to ask also because there's been a lot of clamor from our fans that they know this 16-year-old, they know this 17-year-old na babae. Wala lang avenue for them to showcase their skills. Now, diba, at this age, lamang lang naman na lalaki ay sargo. Diba? We've seen the battle of the sexes before. Efren went up against Jeanette Lee. Jasmine Ocean has been going up against the guys a lot. Kasi medyo may kalakasan naman yung Jasmine Ocean. I think Gayang Kim actually went up against another male player before. So, okay naman.
Also, si the other Fisher.
Karen.
Kelly
Fisher. Yeah,
Kelly
Fisher, I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah, Kelly Fisher.
Okay, Gomez broke. Nothing went down.
Yun na nga eh.
However, he does have enough to make the 1.
Yeah. And the question here is how he lands on the 3.
Here's the problem I'm seeing with the game ni Regalario, no?
Mm-hmm.
He keeps landing too straight on a lot of shots. That's why in a lot of cases he winds up forcing some of his shots.
So you're saying that he's actually playing to play straight?
Almost. I'm pretty sure he doesn't mean to, but maybe it's nerves.
No, but that's a rookie error. Remember, we were learning how to play the game. We wanted to be as straight as possible on every shot, diba?
Exactly. Pero this boy, despite his age, is no rookie.
Correct.
Not the way we are. Not the way...
He went for the 10 ball. That's a little ill-advised in my opinion, because he did have a shot on the 3.
That's what I'm talking about. I think nerves is starting to get to him. This is to me, for most of these pool players, this is a sign of nerves.
But again, being 15, trying to go for a spectacular shot against a spectacular player is not a good idea, because that's just going to put more coal into the fire of this guy, Roberto Gomez.
Yes.
Sabi, ganon, ha?
Yun ang nangyayari. No, he's giving Gomez here a lot of opportunities to take back points.
Yeah, and again, Gomez is gonna take it personally. You wanted to do that combination when you could have had a run out. Okay, I will run it out now. And he's not saying that to the 15-year-old, but that's the lesson he's gonna impart right now. Tandaan natin na these veterans have gone through a lot also. And I'm not saying that Benok is not respecting him right now, but he's gonna make Benok remember, hey, you gotta pass through the eye of the needle like we all did. Parang ganun, no? Rites of passage talaga.
Well, it's always been said, Noel, there is no shortcut to greatness. Correct. And
these guys have really paid their dues as well. I mean, Roberto Gomez was part of the national team for a very long time.
Perfect speed by Gomez. Okay, now this is going to get a little tricky.
Yeah.
The 8 ball is sitting right behind that 7 ball here. And the natural path is of 3 rails. The natural path of 3 rails is being blocked by that yellow 9 ball. Okay, yellow striped 9 ball. Now, however, there is an angle here for 3 rails wherein Gomez can still spin this coming up off the 3rd rail just before he hits the 9 ball. But if Gomez elects to go long rail across
that's
the
what I'm
table,
thinking. Yeah.
he's gonna hit this with a lot of power and settle for a longer shot on the 8 ball. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there may mumug talaga yon when you try to force that angle. He wasn't even going straight into the pocket. He was trying to go either to the left or the right side of
And
the pocket.
he didn't even get to the ideal angle. Assuming that 7 ball went in, he didn't even get into the right angle for the 8 because a lot of power was going to be needed for that shot.
And Bennock's going to come up short as well.
Well, he did. This is not ideal. This is makeable.
Yeah.
Not ideal position. But the good news here, Noel, is all he needs to do is make sure he gets this into that pocket because position for the 9 is almost guaranteed.
Yeah, yun na nga, ilagari na ginawa niya doon.
There you go. Like I said, it's automatic.
So Bennock Regalario is 2 balls away from a 6-4 lead.
6-4 or 6-5? I think they're
6-5. You're right. 6-5.
They're at 5 apiece.
You're right.
now.
You're right. 6-5 lead against Roberto Gomez, and Bennock's gonna take his time shooting this 10.
He just has to contain his nerves, barrel down on the shot.
Yun na. It's a 6-5 lead. This is the deepest that Bennock Regalario has ever gone in this venue. Tandaan natin, against Ronnie Alcano, he was up 5-4 in a race to 8, and Ronnie Alcano capitalized on his dry break and never let him back. This is the first time he's won 6 matches in this building, and he's having some fun with his kuya right now. I'm sure Roberto Gomez is giving him a few, trying to get him loose as well. At the end of the day, you want to help these youngsters develop. Diba? Ayaw mong sindakin yan so that they lose their confidence. I mean, probably sideward them now, but at the end of this match, you're back to being the mentor.
Of course. Because as these tournaments progress and as these players go on in their careers, they will be facing off against each other again.
Yeah.
Not only in tournaments, but also in the local money matches.
That's why everybody loves Efren. Pag nakakalaban na, no matter how old you are, and then you go up against Efren, because Efren will always give you advice even when you're up against each other. Tatanong niya sa'yo, ba't ganun kalakas tira mo doon? Pwede mo namang hinaan yun, di ba? Gaganyan na ka ni Efren, di ba? and that turns out to be something that you will always remember. Regalario with the break now, brought to us by Bet and Win, Hard Time Sports Bar and Flash TV, made the 6 ball on the break. And
yes, however, he wound up funny with his cue ball there. I wonder if he can see. No,
the
Coach, camera now confirms that. Okay, yeah. Regalario will not have a good look at that 1 ball.
Yeah, he can push out though. But again, with this wide open table, where do you push out to?
Well, he was looking at that spot on the top rail.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably looking to shoot it to the side rail bank and then get it to that top rail.
Or do you do a push out to a jump shot?
He's pushing out to...
That's open. That's open. That's too much. I would think that you would push out to a jump shot behind the 7, diba?
Behind the 5.
Pwede rin. Basta push out to a jump shot.
Push out to a jump. Dear Gomez to make that long jump to the 1. But this is an unforced error from Bennock.
Yes. Now it's all just a matter of pocketing now. For Superman, this is a wide open layout. This is a major mistake by Benok Regalario.
Looking at the table, I can't see much of a problem here, Noel.
Wala talaga.
No.
The only problem Roberto Gomez is gonna have is Roberto Gomez.
All right. 3 to the side pocket. Roberto Gomez will want to draw this between the 4 and 9 to take short side position and taking the 4 ball up table. Ooh.
No, kasha naman.
Kasha naman pala. I'm
kasha
sorry.
naman.
Okay, so he did have enough space to take that between the side rail and the 9.
Yeah, he's kind of straight though.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Is he looking to force this forward?
I think he might play a 5-10. Hindi na. Nilusot na niya. Looked like he was gonna play the 5-10 for a moment. Pero naganda na ng draw shot niya doon.
Yeah, he's looking to take this 5 to the side pocket. And then draw into the side cushion to hold for the 7. Oh, wait a minute. Is he shooting to the corner?
Mukhang he's shooting to the corner. And the 7 to the side. Now that makes sense also. So now I can actually draw back and take a longer shot at the 8, but still have a good position to get to the 9.
No, I think he's going to roll forward off that side rail with a lot of inside English to bring the table, to bring the cue ball. Bring the cue ball down
I
for
see
the
it
right
now.
angle for the 8.
I thought he was going to be too straight to do that, pero tama ka. No, I think he's too straight.
He's double clutching.
Yeah, mukhang Gomez is too straight on the shot on the 7, which now limits his options. If to play the shot that you mentioned, he'd have to have an angle.
Yeah, just a slight angle.
No, he's drawing. At least yun yung una niya sipat. He was drawing against the cue ball. He's still drawing.
So he doesn't want to cheat the pocket. Oh.
Wow. I did not see that shot though.
I did not see that as well. And he put a lot of juice on that. Now
he's straight.
well, from my point of view, I think he still has enough to move forward with this cue ball, but he needs to do a similar shot to just what he just accomplished.
Okay, welcome to the Sharks, Joe. No problem.
2 rails out.
Pwede
Now
na.
that's perfect. That's perfect. Roberto Gomez will be drawing even here. 6 points apiece. Taking his time on the 10 ball.
So we are tied at 6. Again, one player is 2 wins away from advancing, and the other player is 2 losses away from being relegated to the losers bracket. But at this point, salamat din sa ating sponsors once again. Bugsy Promotions, Bet and Win Gaming Corporation, Hard Time Sports Bar in Timog, Quezon City, along with Billy's Resort in Oslob, Cebu. Etong Aqua V, Lugaw, ang lugaw ng Cubao, Mudcakes by V, Carex Kayanong ng Target On Air sa DZME 1530 kHz, Ropa Commercial, Flash TV, along with Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Outsville, Magic Chalk, JB Cases, Music Avenue, the Adista Sports Bar and Resto in Cubao, Quezon City, Billiard Planet, and Thoroughbred Layered Tips.
All right. Roberto Gomez drew back even versus Bernie Regalario.
I thought he was gonna break while munching Mystic. I was still putting the balls together. Gawain
Someone
namin
would have been in pain.
gawain namin sa UP yan, yung sa duck pin.
Uh-huh.
Diba? Sinaseta pala, bumabato na kami. Giilagan tuloy sila. Well, that was, of course, when you were the age of Benok.
Roberto Gomez taking a measure of his break.
Which is still brought to us by Bet and Win, Hard Times Sports Bar, and Flash TV. This is for the hill. He put a lot into that. He did make a ball on the break.
6 ball down, and with a perfect look at the 1 ball.
Okay, now the problem here, Manny, makikita natin that 9 and 10, does it play as a combination or does he need to develop that?
I think actually, relative to where the 8 is, I think he can just shoot the 9 ball straight into the opposite corner.
Tingnan natin if it's frozen. Looks like it's frozen though.
Well, as long as he makes first contact with the 9, that shouldn't be much of a problem.
Okay, so that will be a developing story that we will follow. Gomez putting on his 12-inch extension. He has a 12-inch extension on his cue stick. Look how long that thing suddenly became.
Now, this is going to be one of the key shots here because he can hit. There, 1, 2. Oh,
Tinamaan niya yung
5
5.
ball got in the way.
Yeah.
From that first shot on the 1, he could have broken up the 9-10 cluster already.
He can still break it up now, but yun na nga, getting to the 3 ball will be hindered.
Actually, just a thin hit off the 10, and he'll still be able to send that 3 ball. I mean that cue ball down for the 3. All he needs is a thin hit on the 10.
Well, didn't hit it.
He didn't get it.
But the mere fact na sinubukan niyang sirain yung non-social distancing na yan, ibig sabihin that they are frozen. When he went for it earlier.
Hey, check this out.
Yeah.
He'll still need to have the cue ball do something amazing here. 1, 2. He wants to get that cue ball behind the 4 ball.
I
think he has enough.
To the side, huh?
Yes, to the side.
Okay. And does the path of the cue ball run into the 9-10 again?
It does. He can break it up here, but does he want to?
Huh.
Does he want to break this up here?
I don't. He's running out of chances to break them up, though.
Actually,
ay hindi pala magkadikit. Yung 10 at saka 9. Oh.
Ooh. Rattled the pocket.
Wow. He was claiming this rack already the way he was playing it. Now here comes the 15-year-old to say, "Thank you, Kuya. Everything looks easy now."
Actually, the key shot here is the 8 to the 9.
Yeah.
If whoever shoots the 8 just needs to roll forward to get like a slight angle off the 9 and make it to the other corner pocket. Bernie shooting it to the side pocket.
Yeah, looks.
And here's again what I was talking about Bernie a while ago.
But he
He's a
can
little
stop.
too straight.
He can play the stop ball here, right?
But
Ayan.
well, okay, here it goes. Here it goes.
So what is this, man? Drift lang siya, no? From
Actually,
long
Bernie
rail.
now has a perfect angle here to just drop in on that 8 ball. He wants to get as straight as he can. Just make sure he doesn't get into that opposite side pocket. Just like that. All right. Okay. Well, I don't think he'll have any other choice here but to make that 8 and break up that 9-10 cluster.
He's going to run into it now.
Yes. He has no choice but to just lean onto it. But here's the problem. I think the angle that he has, he's going to hit it thin. If he's not careful, the cue ball will pass the 9 ball and leave him with a combination of 9 to 10. Oh, he went the other way.
And again, they're not really attached. So,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Okay. Had he gone straight, this is the angle ideal to get the 9.
Yon. And he'll be on the hill. One mistake by Gomez. That was just one mistake. This game is so unforgiving. It's now a 7-6 lead for Benok Regalario. You can see the smile on his face. He knows he has his destiny in his hands. He is breaking to advance against one of the best players in the country right now.
Is this both their first match?
Na magkalaban, yes.
No, I
Yeah.
mean
for the
the
tournament,
bracket,
yes, for the bracket, yes.
Oh, okay.
So this, if Regalario holds on to win, Gomez will be relegated to the losers bracket, and he's gonna have to. Kumbaga, you go to the losers bracket, you're fighting your way from hell to heaven already.
Actually, from the one loss side, if you're fighting from there, you just need an additional win.
Mm-mm.
Okay, on the winners side, you have to win twice to qualify,
Mm-hmm.
and then from the one loss side, you have to win thrice, I believe.
I have to double check on that one. Pero yung feeling of coming from the losers bracket to make it to the top 32 is like you're battling from hell
Yes.
to get to heaven. And nobody wants to do that. That means you're right. Multiple wins are now required.
Mm-hmm.
And you can when you're in the losers bracket, you cannot afford to lose anymore. And this break is dry, but it's still brought to us by Bet and Win, Hard Times, and Flash TV. So, sa latag na ito, makikita natin that Roberto Gomez does have a shot on the 1, a shot on the 2, and perhaps even the 3. That being the case, this could be a run out.
Well, I can't imagine Roberto Gomez letting this rack slip away from him.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be committing every ounce of concentration he has to making sure he cleans this table up. Now he wants to move forward, roll forward here. Okay, taking that 3 ball to the far corner. Roll forward for the pink 4.
Gotta make the 3 first, though. You have to concentrate on the shot. And he just did that. So, okay na. To the 4.
All right, I'm not seeing any more problems here.
Yeah.
Everything, if you just follow normal patterns, normal pool or normal 10-ball patterns, okay, everything here is already out in the open.
He's just gonna keep the ball at the center of the table for all of these shots, actually, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep it in that general area.
You're right, Noel.
It's like pivoting from one to another. 6, balik ulit dyan, off the short rail.
Well, at this angle, all he needs to do is avoid that 9 ball coming out, and he's golden.
And tama rin, Gomez taking his time now.
Mm-mm.
It's not like, it is automatic, but you gotta make sure that you make this one mistake. It's gonna send you to the 1-loss bracket. Ooh, that was really close.
A little straight than what he would have liked, but this should be no problem.
Nilapit pa niya by virtue of a tampal.
Now he's going to go to the bottom rail, come to the side rail to wind up straight with this 10 ball.
Ooh, hill coming up. Hill in one of the most difficult matches looks up at heaven and saying, wow, I'm going to have to go through this. And they fist bump here. Roberto Gomez and Benok Regalario. One of them is advancing And then the other one will be relegated. So how many viewers do we have to witness this epic last rack?
Over 1,200,
Yeah.
over 1,200 viewers
Over
here
1,200.
watching
Yeah.
Roberto Gomez and the 15-year-old Bernie Regalario
Yeah.
on a hill match.
And Gomez is still cracking jokes here. He's just trying to break the tension, of course. But this is a coming out party for Benok Regalario to introduce him to the rest of the world right now.
And here, whenever it's a hill match, you want to come into the table with being the one to break.
And
Because
that's-
you're
yeah.
going to have the first crack to win at this table. All right,
Yeah. So Gomez's break has been a roller coaster tonight. Does he get it when he needs it? This is for the win. To stay in the winner's bracket. This break is brought to us by Bet and Win, Hard Time Sports Bar and Flash TV.
Is something down?
No. 7 almost. No. Now, here's the saving grace for Gomez. The 1 ball is married to the 6. Spada naman daw sila.
No open shot here on
Yeah.
the 1 ball for Regalario. And no obvious safety as well. There's no cluster that he can hide unless he just wants to feather that 1 ball to the side rail and then push forward with the cue ball just like that. So he can
Ginamit
use the
yung tres.
3. That's
That's the only one you can use.
yeah. Just like that.
Now, is there... No, walang daan sa likod ng tres, ano?
Wala.
And it's too far to jump.
Gomez wants to take this on. Okay. Hit this to the side rail somewhere in the area near that 7 ball.
He's calling the 7 anyway.
Oh, wait a minute. Is he going for a 3 rail kick? Coming up behind the 1.
Yun na nga eh. We've seen Django do this before. Makes contact. And the 1 will stay up. Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Look at the layout.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, what a layout for Benok. And Roberto Gomez.
Roberto Gomez realizes what happened there.
Wow, Benok Regalario. His second appearance here at the Sharks building. In the Sharks den.
Overran the position.
Yes, he did.
Overran, but he's still good. He still has a decent shot on that too.
He's got to take a breath now. Itong si Benok Regalario.
Now, I wonder what he's going to do. Is he going to hold position for the 3 to the corner, or will he let his stroke out and take the 3 to the side? He's missed it. Oh, no.
No. Okay. And he's
Got it.
taking the 3 into the
Okay.
side. But he had to cheat the pocket to achieve this position. Can he clear the 6?
I'm holding my breath here.
Yeah, he
Noel.
clears the 6. Yeah.
I'm holding my breath.
He is straight on the 4, a little bit straight. He can still use 2 rails to get to the 5. Yeah, he's still going to go 2 rails to get to the 5.
He needs to pass the angle on the 5. He needs it a little more.
Diretso na naman, no?
Oh.
Diretso na naman
Yan
siya.
yung sinasabi ko sa'yo kanina. Marami siyang position na, na diretso siya eh.
This is key because the 6 doesn't pass the 8, at least from what we're looking at now.
No, he needs to do something amazing with the cue ball, but he needs to be accurate.
Okay, so he's playing it at an angle sa kabila naman. He knows no matter where he lands, he's gonna get the 7. So this will be the testers of the testy shot now. He'll see the 7 regardless.
Can this 15-year-old hold his nerves?
Yeah, this is the shot. This is for the win right here, the 6. Oh,
Knocks it in like it's nobody's business.
Kaya nga. And I don't see any problems anymore. And neither does Roberto Gomez.
Roberto Gomez can't really defend himself from that chair here.
Okay.
Now, again, he will need to power this 8 ball to get it back to the 9.
Oh, and how about using that kind of spin?
He's there. He's got it.
And Roberto Gomez is praying to all his ancestors right now for a miracle. That's a great shot. This 10 ball for the first upset in the tournament. The 15-year-old Benok Regalario takes down the Superman, Roberto Gomez.
They're going to remember his name now.
Yeah.
As seen on national TV.
International around
TV,
the world. And look at Roberto Gomez. He had it in his hands. And what a win for the 15-year-old Benok Regalario. It's only starting to sink in right now. Of course, it's not for the championship. He is still in the winner's bracket. But the mere fact, Manny, that he took down one of the best players in the Philippines, if not the world, should mean something to him. Look at that. Look at the look on this guy's face. The 15-year-old is through. And what a moment now para dito kay Bernie Regalario. And he's starting to realize, what did I just do?
Look at the smile on that face.
Yeah, what did I just do? I just defeated Roberto Gomez. And he is finally victorious in this building. But it's not over, huh? Mahaba pa yung tatahakin niya rito.
He's only on his first match.
Yeah, but again, this should drive him going forward.
The level of confidence he would get from such a win, that's going to be phenomenal.
Again, there's confirmation of our score, ladies and gentlemen. Bernie Regalario, the 15-year-old, has defeated Roberto Gomez. And Roberto Gomez is still alive in this tournament. Make no mistake about it. Huh? But now he has to battle from hell to get to heaven. And Roberto Gomez, we're going to see him little later on. But of course, the moment belongs to Bernie Regalario. Once again, thank you for joining us here on day number 3 of the Quezon City 10-Ball Open. Salamat sa ating mga sponsors, Bugsy Promotions, Bet and Win Gaming Corporation, Hard Time Sports Bar, as well as Billy's Resort in Oslo of Cebu, Aqua V, Lugaw ang Lugaw ng Cubao, Mudcakes by V, Carex Kayanog ng Target on Air sa DZME 1530 kHz, Ropa Commercial, Flash TV, along with Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Outsville, Magic Chalk, JB Cases, Music Avenue, the Hadista Sports Bar in Quezon City, Billiard Planet, and Thoroughbred Layered Tips.
All right. Well, it has been an exciting day for these billiard players, and I was holding my breath there.
But Benok Regalario has moved on, and he stays in the winner's bracket tomorrow, Manny. 2 p.m. It's going to be you and AJ calling the day 4 ng ating tournament. Of course, this all comes down to Sunday when we are going to have our championship match as well. But do stick with us all around the world. Thank you for joining us right here on the Sharks page, on the YouTube channel, and on Facebook as well. My name is Noel Zarate with Manny
Argonza.
Yeah, with Manny Argonza. And tonight at 9 p.m., the Sharks 9-Ball Showdown once again. So congratulations to Benok Regalario. And we are done here for today. Good evening, good afternoon, and good night to wherever you are in the world. Thank you very much.